doing an anesthetic for a tracheostomy, which was performed by my colleague in another ICU unit. I billed the anesthesia items and a bronchoscopy, but it was rejected. Why? Okay, so one of the fundamental principles of billing anesthetic item numbers is that you cannot be paid as a person performing multiple roles. So you cannot be the proceduralist performing the surgical procedure and the anaesthetist providing the anesthetic at the same time. That's not allowed. And the way Services Australia processes those rules is that if you have an anesthesia item or anesthesia item numbers on an invoice along with surgical procedure item numbers, that will get rejected. Now you could try to submit those invoices with annotations saying that that was not the surgical procedure that you were providing the anesthetic for, and it was an unrelated intervention that you performed as the anesthetist. But my personal experience is that you will struggle to get that accepted, and it would take a lot of explanation. So as a general rule, if you're providing anesthesia services, you cannot be the person that is actually performing the procedure as well, and you certainly cannot claim for both of them. Really, anesthesia is fairly rarely claimed in intensive care. The circumstances where this most commonly comes up is when you are actually going across into another intensive care unit as an additional person to help out with a procedure and be the anaesthetist for that procedure. So common ones would be a tracheostomy, sometimes other procedures as well. And it really, I think, for purposes of audit and compliance related questions that might come up later down the track, I think it is very important that is clearly documented what your role was in the procedure, how much time you spent, and what has been done.